morning, everyone. The topic of the speech is, how do languages open the world for you? Speaking of how languages open the world for me, I have two personal experiences to share with you. I'm so grateful to have started learning English at an early age, much earlier than most of my peers. Thanks to my lovely parents, I began watching Disney cartoons in all English with subtitles since I was 3. Learning English from cartoons then became my major daily activity. By doing this every day, I not only enlarged my vocabulary, but improved my listening ability. And I also learned quite a lot of improved my listening ability. And I also gradually learned. Sorry, I'm too nervous. But improved my listening ability. And I also gradually learned American humor, which little by little penetrated into my soul and became part of me. One year, when I was older, my parents and I went for a vacation in the U.S. And it was then that I found for the first time how useful the language was, because with it, I could communicate with strangers and make new friends there. The other experience occurred to me 2 years ago. One day, my mom told me that we were going to receive an exchange girl student from Korea. I was shocked at first because I did not speak any Korean at all. Besides, somehow in my mind, I had negative impressions about Koreans. I was worried that there might be a language barrier between her and I doubted if I could get along with her well. Then she arrived, and of course, I did not know how to interact with her. We used very simple English to talk with each other. When we got more acquainted, we began to share the differences of our cultures. And we also taught each other the languages of our own. Of course, in English. The next year, it was my turn to visit her in Korea. I was surprised to find her English had improved so much. And I also learned quite a lot of Korean in the 3 days I stayed in her house. Within those 3 days, I had learned how to read and write in Korean. From then on, whenever I see Korean words or hear someone speaking Korean, I feel excited. What's more, I built up much confidence in learning a new language. Through the new language, I learned about their country and their culture. I was reassured about how important languages are as a tool. Furthermore, through communication and further understanding, I left behind the negative stereotypes about Koreans and opened my mind to embrace their culture. Finally, I realized the fact that a language is a key to the culture of a nation. Only when we can speak their language and fully understand the meanings, the culture will be no longer a stranger to us. We will then feel it is just as familiar as the culture of our own. I'm glad that I'm lucky enough to have had these extraordinary experiences at an early age, which have opened my eyes to see the world from a different angle. Languages really open the world for me. Now I clearly understand the truth that if one can master more languages other than his own, he will never be encapsulated in his country. He will then truly become a citizen of a global village. Thank you for listening.